So he has created a system within him that any man that must truly advance the kingdom must pass through, and that system is the system of death. You must die to your ambitions. You must die. I know you want to become a medical doctor. You must die to that thing. You must die to those your thoughts. You must die to those your ambitions. You must die. I know you want your voice to be heard across every nations of the world. You must die to that thing. If you don't die to it, God can never use you. This is why everybody is shouting, everybody is doing everything, but only few God is using, because only few men are dead. You want to be heard across the globe, but meanwhile you are not dead. God can never advance you. You can never witness the Father. You want everybody to hear you, you must die to that. If your goal is not Jesus, then you are not ready to advance his kingdom. Die to your will. Your will becomes the will of God. Your desires become the desires of God. The thing in the heart of God, that is what you are mirroring. You become an express image of God, a mirror of God. If you don't grow to that point, you can never make impact in time. Did you not read about Paul? A point came, Paul said, I am an apostle of the Lord Jesus Christ. A point came, Paul said, I am a servant. A point came, he said, I am a prisoner. You no longer have a will again. That's your will to become the greatest. It must die. That's your will to become head. It must die. It must die. He said, except a corn of wheat falls to the ground and die, it abideth alone. But the moment it dies, you must die to those thoughts that you have. That if they check you now, if I look at this sister now, and the moment she has ambitions, that means she's not ready. Her ambitions must mingle with the ambitions of God. If your thoughts are not in alignment with the thought of God, you are not ready for God to use you. The things God is thinking, if you are not thinking it, then you are not ready for God to use you. You no longer have ambition again. And you did not just stop there. You grow to a point whereby flesh in the inside of you dies. Flesh dies. That if they look at Owi and there is still flesh in the inside of him, then the guy is not ready. If I look at Grace Oja and there is still pride, anger, lust, and all forms of flesh in the inside of her, she can never be used by God. This is why God will make every one of us pass through the corridors of death. Because if you don't pass through that corridor, God can never place scepters on your hand, and you can never become a true witness. So many persons speaking in tongues loud, but there is flesh in their life. The guy is praying in tongues, but lust want to choke his soul. The lady is praying in tongues, but still yet she is a puppet in the hands of the devil. She's a puppet of masturbation, puppet of envy, puppet of all kinds of things of the world. How can God use that kind of man? You are not ready yet. You must die to those ambitions of flesh. You must die to it. The appetites of the world must come out from your life. Flesh is no longer there. The appetite for the world is no longer there. Everything the world is doing, you are doing, and you say you are a witness, you are a joker. They bring the latest dance step, you are here, Oga, you are a joker.